Next up in the Charming Marshmallow Granny Square series, the unmistakable 4-leaf clover. And if you're looking for a worsted weight yarn in the perfect kind of dusty yet bright marshmallow green, I found this one. Loops and threads impeccable in the colorway Jade. It turned out to be exactly what I was looking for. And as with all the squares in the series, we're using a 4.5mm hook. We'll start with a chain 4 ring, so go ahead and make a slip knot, chain 4, and slip stitch to the first chain to form your ring. Alternatively, you could make a magic ring if you'd like. Round 1. Chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and make 1 double crochet into the center of your chain 4 ring. Again, 1 double crochet into the ring, and continue making double crochets into the ring until you have a total of 12 double crochets, counting the starting chain. Since I worked my stitches around my yarn tail, I can just pull on it and draw that center hole closed. Now slip stitch to the top of your starting chain 3 to finish round 1. Round 2. We'll again chain 3, which counts as a stitch, and make another double crochet into the same stitch that we just chained up from. Into the next stitch, work 2 double crochets as well. Continue working 2 double crochets in each stitch around for a total of 24 double crochets before slip stitching to the starting chain 3 to complete round 2. Now it's time to make our 4 clover petals. So to start round 3, slip stitch into the first stitch. Skip the next stitch and go right into the stitch after that with 2 double crochets. Make 3 double crochets in the next stitch. And 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Seven double crochets across 3 stitches. Skip 1 stitch and slip stitch into the next stitch. And there's our first kind of subtle clover petal. Let's start another one. Again, skip 1 stitch, make 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Three double crochets in the next stitch. Two double crochets in the next stitch. Skip 1 and slip stitch into the stitch after that. Go ahead and repeat that 2 more times to get your 4 clover petals. And make that last slip stitch into the first slip stitch of the round. And our clover motif is done. We can fasten off the green, but you'll want to leave a long tail for the surface crochet detail that we'll add at the end. So leave about 3 yards of yarn. It looks like this for reference. Now it's time to square our clover, and as we do so, we highlight the petals with these spike double crochet stitches, which I'll show you how to do. So pick one of the slip stitches. I'll use this one here so it's easy to see for you. And fasten on your border color in that slip stitch with a chain. Now, to determine where to work your spike double crochet, we're going to look at the stitch right below the slip stitch we fastened onto. And it is worked into a stitch all the way down from round 1. That's the spot where we're going to work our spike double crochet. So yarn over and insert all the way down into that stitch below from round 1. And pull up a loop. You'll want to bring that loop up long so we're back at the height of our current round. And then you can complete a regular double crochet with a yarn over, pull through 2 times. And there's your spike double crochet. Now we're back to working on the row below our current row and work 1/2 double crochet in the very next stitch. 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch. And into the next stitch, we're going to work our first corner. So put 1/2 double crochet and 1 double crochet, chain 1, and work 1 double crochet and 1/2 double crochet all into that same stitch to make our first corner. To get back over to our next slip stitch, work 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, and 1/2 double crochet in the next. When you reach another slip stitch, it's time for another spike double crochet. Down into the stitch below it from round 1 and complete a double crochet. Continue like this, 1/2 double, 1 single, 1/2 double between our corners and slip stitches, and work the corners how I showed you, and make spike double crochets below the slip stitches. When you've worked all the way around, slip stitch to your first spike double crochet to complete round 4. And I'd say the hard part is over. All you have to do for round 5 is put 1 double crochet in each stitch from the previous round. So your chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet, and just make 1 double crochet in each stitch available. Into your chain 1 corner, work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. This will give us 15 double crochet stitches between chain 2 corners, which perfectly matches all the other squares in the Charming Marshmallow series. Slip stitch to the starting chain 3 to complete the final round. All that's left is our surface crochet detail to make these spike double crochets look a little less crazy. So go ahead and find that long green tail we left, and all you need to do is insert your hook to the side of the nearest spike double crochet. With the yarn and back, pull up a loop. You can insert your hook right into the spot where the spike stitches work into. Grab your yarn from the back and pull up a loop there as well. Then make a slip stitch to create your first surface crochet stitch. Pop that hook to the other side of the spike stitch and work a surface crochet. We've made it up to our border stitches, and you can just continue inserting your hook right into those, making surface crochet all around your clover shape. When you come to a spike stitch, just insert your hook next to it near the top of the stitch and pull up a loop. Insert again, like 2/3 of the way down the spike. Insert into the spike point. And once more on the other side of the spike. Then you can resume working around the clover. When you get back to where you started, pull your remaining yarn through, and we can close this loop around our clover by pulling that tail under the first surface crochet stitch, and then back through the back leg of the stitch that the tail came out of. That gives you a seamless surface crochet border all around your clover. And that is how we crochet the iconic marshmallow clover. I'll link to written instructions and the whole Charming Marshmallow playlist down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!